For whatever reason it is that you're feeling vulnerable, at risk, I mean, whether it's, really dire situations like domestic violence or, history of addiction or just feeling a bit displaced in society, the Shift Project is a really beautiful, supportive environment. At Shift 5 years ago. I was in Byron Bay and let's just say I was a little lost. And during my time there, so I was there for about 3 months, super supportive environment, and just really held so much space for me. And I just felt really safe and secure, and starting to actually think that Byron was where I'd like to stay. So there was huge support with us moving from the house back out into, a rental situation or whatever it may be, which was where I was at that stage. And then my mum got diagnosed with cancer, and Mum and Dad live in Canberra. Dad was, still running his business full time. And so I moved back to Canberra to care for Mum, support them both. So she went through a pretty horrific treatment, during which time Anne had always kept in touch with me as well, really supportive even with that distance. And then my dad got diagnosed with cancer. He died within 7 months, and Mum passed away last year. So my sister was in Sydney, and we had amazing support from the community down there, but I was basically the one that was there every day in that caring role. And it was really traumatic, and I kind of had to really hold it all together a lot. We had to go through then selling the family home and all the things and tying up all those ends, and I think what I was doing was holding it together in the end, until the beginning of this year, when I went to India for a yoga festival and then came back straight into self-isolation because COVID had just hit. And on the day I got out, I crashed my car, and that was really my crash and burn. And I just thought I really need to take a step back. I was working, I was teaching yoga, but all of a sudden all of that just seemed completely insurmountable to me, and I really had a bit of a meltdown. And I rang Anne, and she said, "You've been on our radar." I might cry. And she said, "Of course, we've got a room for you." So I came back up. Sorry. And that was about a month and a half ago. And in the beginning there still is absolutely no pressure for me to kind of do anything. This was really just a space that Shift and all the girls here held for me to do some healing. And then I just started they were getting inundated here, which is fantastic. There's another girl that was in the house for quite a long time who, she's not here today, but she basically runs the linen shift now. And so I just sort of put my hand up to start getting involved slowly, just to kind of work my way into, giving myself a purpose again. And I'm not ready to go back out into the world and do the meet and greeting of the people and all of that sort of thing. So this has been a really fantastic transitional sort of period. So I'm just here a couple of days a week, more if they need more, but with absolutely no pressure. So through Shift, Anne's organised also some grief therapy for me and all sorts of other things. But the laundry and linen itself has just been a really, we were just saying before, even just the ironing is quite a meditative sort of a practice. So, and all of those things of giving back.